Anne Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In Bristol South, around a third of children live in poverty, most of them in working households. It's about the same as in Tamworth.
It looks like Labour MP Anne Smith is going to ask a question about Tory candidate for Tamworth, Andrew Cooper.
We're now in the last couple of days of the election.
He's caused controversy by posting a particular flowchart on his Facebook page. Let's hear the rest of the question from Anne Smith.
Where the Conservative candidate for tomorrow's election made foul-mouthed comments about families struggling to make ends meet. This is his Conservative Party. Will he condemn that candidate's comments?
So what's the big problem? Well, it's the language used. He's been telling people to f*** off.
We need an MP in Tamworth, people to represent us.
Do you? Well, Andy says f*** off. Well, it's not this constituent he's been telling to f*** but, well, let me just show you the flowchart. Here you go. Can you feed your kids? No. Do you pay for TV, Sky, BT, etc.? Yes. F***. So you get the basic idea. Obviously, there's people who will say, hell, you should be feeding your kids before you're paying for your TV subscriptions. And yes, you should, but this is just sloppy. If you're representing people, you need to show compassion and understanding. This just looks like resentment and anger. Not a good look for a potential politician. Which gets me to this interview with Andy, an interview that just becomes a word salad with no real meaning as he attempts to steer clear of accepting any blame.
So you sell yourself as local, approachable,
Yes.
normal, down-to-earth kind of guy.
Yep.
So I have to ask about the social media posts.
Yep.
Do you regret that post, the flowchart, which accuses or suggests that families that aren't working, that are struggling, can F off?
So basically, it was a post way back in 2020 that there's been a bit of confusion around it as if I drew the flowchart. I didn't. It was just something that I shared. At the time, it was quite a frustrating time because of what was going on financially in the world.
People are hard up now, and
Well,
they might look at the image you posted and
Yeah.
shared and think, he's got no idea, he's got no empathy.
Of course, I've got an idea. I'm a regular guy. I've had to go to work since the age of 16. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I certainly didn't have £400,000 sitting in the bank ready to buy my own house at 31, like my opposition. I have had to work hard in order to support my family and ensure that they've got the food, the clothes and everything else that they need. And I've done that through my life.
I like the way he doesn't deny that he hasn't got any empathy. Anyway, back to Anne Smith's question to Sunak. Will he apologise?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm proud of our record supporting people with the cost of living. Thanks to the actions that we've taken, we've paid half of a typical family's energy bill last winter, frozen fuel duty, boosted the national living wage to record levels, and 8 million people across this country are now receiving direct cost of living payments worth £900. Whilst we're helping people with the cost of living, all Labour's ideas are costing them a fortune.
Click here for a disgusting Tory.